Few days after the case ended, feeling kind of like an empty husk. I mean, it has been a while since I've been through anything like that. Just because it felt nostalgic, but well, I remember a lot of different things. Like how I didn't understand a lot of stuff back then.
Pitching sucks. Stop throwing like that.
My pitching doesn't suck. Your catching sucks.
That sounds like a girl.
Don't think you're all cool just because you got a good hit the other day.
Yeah, that's definitely a girl. I thought Junpei was coaching like a boys' team. Maybe I remember it wrong. I'm watching a kid practice and not particularly paying much attention, but I think getting a piece of her a squabble starts up. Well, the coach is out to settle things like that.
Hey, break it up. What's going on here? Stay out of this, Junpei. Coach Junpei, right? So, what's up?
He blames me because he can't catch.
It's because you got no control. Everybody knows it.
The other kid also stopped practicing and gathered around the argument. These kids have way too much energy to get in fights frequently, so I need to mediate this conflict in the shield definitive way in order to be a good example. Children's pickups on kind of stuff, you know?
Hey, listen up. The most important thing in baseball is teamwork. No matter how good you might be alone, you'll never win a game by yourself. You can't play baseball if you're the only one on the field, right? Of course not. Right, well, that's just common sense. But if you keep putting the blame on other people, you're going to end up all alone eventually. If you think the pitcher has no control, then you got to try to work hard to catch anything, no matter what he throws your way. And if you think the catcher blows you in chunks, throwing balls that even the worst catcher can grab.
Blow meaty chunks.
If you both practice together like that, then everyone gets better and the entire team gets stronger. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that was awesome. Go me! I don't know if these guys will ever look back in these days and think that they never understood what's going on. I bet they will, just like me. I gave them a good talking to, and since this was a great place to end for today, I call today's practice over. Everyone says goodbye and goes their separate ways. One of the kids doesn't leave. Zagoro, he looks a lot more humble than usual. Another thing, slight changes in your players is one of the things that makes you a great coach.
Hey! Aren't you going home? Junpei, do you have a girlfriend?
Okay, what? What's he asking that all of a sudden? She's kids these days.
I didn't think so. Hey, what's with the attitude? That's really rude, you know. There's a girl I like, but she's gonna move away. I didn't know and we got in a fight. Fight? I thought we'd make up like we always do. Even when we get in fights, things always go back to normal in a few days. But when I heard she was transferring to another school, I got worried about what would happen if I couldn't make up with her. Well, the answer here is obvious. You have to nut up and apologize to her. It doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. That'll fix everything. That's so lame. I can't do that. Lame, not lame. Is that your problem here? This isn't the time to care about looking cool. Not when it involves something you care about. If you and her end up going separate ways without telling her how you really feel, you're gonna regret it for a long, long time. But what if we get in another fight?
Goro drops his eyes again. Well, this kid's a bad habit. He acts all tough, but when things that matter the most, his timid side comes out. Aren't you the team cleanup header? You gotta strengthen your resolve. I guess if I do good coaching things and encourage him. But the way Goro's hanging his head makes me a little uncomfortable deep down. Why? Because my own words are coming back to haunt me. Regretting not telling someone you feel before you have to part, huh? Yeah. At Grand Slam, I drank my drink, I can still feel it in my hands. And I got up to the platform of the MVP interview, by the time it ended before I could say it. But this time, when I still haven't answered the question, a girl appears into my face. Oh well, I guess I need to strengthen my own resolve. I look at the empty outfit and picture myself in a dream.
You'll be a hero. Are you gonna try for a Grand Slam?
Girl seems dazed for a second on my sudden enthusiasm, but his clouded face quickly breaks out into a bright smile. He's old tough self again.
Alright, I'll go do it.
Girl's going for a Grand Slam with his girlfriend, huh? I don't know if we could call this optimistic. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. At least it looks like it got through to him. In which case, I think it's Ace Slugger swinging the fence too.
Alright.
After a high-five war, I grabbed my stuff and we went for the station. This time I won't oversleep. Like, what's his girlfriend's name? Like Chitari? Is she still alive in this? Read from the pier, matches the old memory of mine, the color of the sky, the ocean, the sound of the waves. Oh, that's his Iris. First time in years I came to this place.
Oh, this brings back memories. How long has it been since we were here? We were second years in high school, wasn't it?
Oh, this is Yukari. Okay.
It would be 3 years ago. It was the summer of 2009. Only 3 years. It feels more like 10. A lot has happened since then. I see. Now that I think about it, you haven't returned to Yakushima since then either.
We leave the beach and follow the woodland path. The virgin forest is filled with lush greenery and the air is so cool and clean. Headed to the remains of the research lab.
You want to go to Yakushima?
Yes, if possible, that is.
Is this Aigis or Yukari?
I don't believe there's anything left there aside from warehouses, though.
Yes, I understand that.
I guess I have no intention of preventing you from going there. But may I ask why?
I have wanted to go back for a while now. That was when my sister's case began. So I thought that now would be a good opportunity. I wanted to see for myself what led to my birth. I think it's a good idea. Yukari-san. Isn't it normal to want to know about things like that? We're talking about your roots here.
I see.
Actually, I was just thinking about taking a vacation too. That battle from the other day was a lot more grueling than I imagined it would be.
As Yukari can say, it truly was a fierce battle. So this is Aigis. Because it was severely damaged, my maintenance had to go on for a good deal longer than usual, and I spent a long time in my repair bay. That's why I'm long to feel the light of the sun. Okay, again, do you guys feel stuff? Like, I know you guys feel like have emotions, but can you feel like cold and the wind or stuff like that? Can you guys feel that? I'm unusual if Kari feel this way, but she smiles.
Yes, why don't we go together? And it'd be nice if we could stay at your summer house, like we went to before, Mitsuru-senpai.
Then the Susan smiles. Knowing she readily agrees to her request.
The last time we lived together was back when we were roommates during our 3rd year of high school. You're right. That brings back memories. I told you to stop being so overly polite because it made you stick out in class. And yet, you never did.
Ooh. This place, huh? Also, they were all made here. Okay. After passing through the first, we reached the silicon area with the debris scattered about. This has been the outer wall surrounding the research site. The entire thing has collapsed and has been overtaken by wild plants growth.
So this is the place.
Currently I see the data about the site and confirm this is the place where the combat test ground has been. We passed through where the gate and proceed further inside. Oh, is this Snowy? No way, Snowy's still alive. We watch the facility for a while when the white dog runs up and starts barks. I feel the dog isn't barking to us, warn us, frighten us away. It's more welcoming, maybe even greeting us. Oh, so this is the like Snowy, the old Snowy. Yeah, because they did say Snowy was a puppy in Labrys's memory. If that was like 10, 13 years, 15 years ago, maybe Snowy could be still alive, I guess. I try to match the dog the data regarding Yakushima, cross-referencing pairs, attempting to match local recording.
Snowy? Huh? Do you know this dog? No, not as such.
I quickly find the recording of this dog. There's no doubt this dog is Snowy, the same animal that my sister made friends with, is still okay after all these years.
It appears to be the dog my sister became attached to in the past. It seems he can tell that I'm like her. Huh?
Snowy wags his tails and come over to happily nuzzle me. He appears to be welcoming me, though we never actually met before. I can communicate clearly with him, way I can with Koromaru-san. Still, his actions are easy enough to understand. I crouch down and gently pet him.
It appears that this place and what happened here are part of my own roots after all.
Like, take the dog back to your sister, man.
What do you mean?
In the past, I thought that my ability to communicate with animals was just something that I could do. It didn't seem like the people at the lab had deciphered dog language, and even then, I doubted that such an ability was necessary for a weapon. I had thought it mysterious that I was capable of doing so, but it seems that my sister can do the same thing.
No she can't. Like, Labras can't talk to dogs like Agus, right? I'm not crazy.
Huh. So are you saying that you inherited that function from Labras?
It's not really a function, per se.
I stop petting Snowy and stand up before taking a sweeping look around the area. Piles of debris on both large and small are scattered about. The early summer sunshine down upon
It's
us.
probably something that was slowly nurtured among the 5th generation units that were housed here. Behavioral traits, like having interest in things besides missions, get passed on. And then, interest in animals. And then, the ability to communicate.
I see.
After a long line of inherited system feedback, my sister gained that ability, and I, in turn, gained it from her. The reason I have a special rapport with dogs, out of all animals, is most likely because of that process.
Wow, that's pretty deep. If it goes that far, then you're right. It's not just some function that you were intended to have. It's more like a wish.
Yes.
I crouched down once more and pet Snowy again. After that, I began cleaning away the musty rubble that has been left unattended for so long. Snowy happily runs around the area that has been cleared
Still,
of rubble.
for the ones before Labras who had hearts or wishes, it might be a bit sad that this place is left like this.
Yet, as it calmly says, the careless scattered rubbles under this clear, beautiful sky only emphasize the loneliness of this place. Snowy barks once and runs through a small hole in a passage blocked by debris. Then barks again, motioning us to follow him. We see a shimmering yellow-green light shining through the hole he had passed through.
What's that?
I move aside the debris, makes a large hole enough for a person to pass through. We find the other side is... What is it? What you got? Oh!
Oh,
What the heck is this?
Wow, it's super pretty here. What is this place?
There's a tall circular structure that looks like a greenhouse that reached high above us. Seems that area was once indoors, but seeing as long since collapsed. The structure stands directly under the blue sky. The clear cylindrical has literally acted as a greenhouse, allowing the area inside to grow lush green grass, trees, vibrant flowers. Even birds and butterflies flittered about the inside. This place is something like a paradise out of a children's book. But there are remains of anti-shock chambers. Oh, this is where Labras killed her sister. Where Labras and the others unit her model had to undergo battle tests.
there are many plants here that only grow far to the south of this latitude. This building's windows seem to have coincidentally formed a greenhouse.
I take a closer look around, notice a large sword stuck in the ground in the center of the room. The unit that used the weapon thought to have been destroyed, but the sword remains here unchanged.
Number 024 is stamped into this. It may have belonged to a unit that fought here.
Oh, I see. It's kind of hard to believe that this place was once such a nightmare.
Why such a nightmare? As far back as the memory goes, it's not wrong to say this place was just as Ikari-san described it. I don't know why this room is now. It may be fitting a tribute to my sister who fell here or in this very chamber. The large blade here is more than half covered in soft green moss. A small bird using it as a perch.
I guess let's ask Mitsuru-senpai to keep this place like it is.
Yukari-san.
And why don't we bring everyone else here from time to time? Let's bring Labras next time too.
She's gonna freak out after seeing this. I nod. My power is My power is your power. That's why I never forget you all. And the last anti-shadow suppression weapon, I will fulfill my duty to protect my companions and my sister, to protect humanity and create a future which your memories will in me.
I'm glad I came here.
I feel happiness in the depth of my heart and take a step forward. I raise my voice as loud as I can, so it echoes throughout the entire chamber.
Everyone, thank you.
The chirping of birds and the sound of waves echoing on forever. Alright, that was pretty nice. I like that. Ken, a few days after the case was resolved, I stand before a gravestone. The marks still new and clean.
Finally met. I'm sorry it took me so long to come.
Oh, this is Labyrinth, and this must be where the yeah. Some of the memories of those from other machines like me, Unit 024, she and I were in the same production generation. Some of those memories of a girl, mysterious hunter people aided me to finding the girl and find out who she was. The first word in her record after her name, deceased. Mysterious was apologetic when she told me about this, but I wasn't surprised. Yeah, like there's no way that girl lives like 15 years later, right? Growing my memory has been in a hospital, that's why in my heart I was kind of expecting things to turn out this way.
There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to say, and I don't know where to start now. But thanks so much for giving me life.
No one come back to me from the gravestone. I didn't make it in time.
I have a younger sister, and I've got companions and friends too. Because you wished for it. I have a happy life now. But there's nothing I can do to repay you. Mommy, there's someone here.
As I was standing tall, a boy approaches me and look up with curiosity. A woman, apparently his mother, follows him and bows to me. She's holding a bouquet of flowers. It seems this family is to visit this girl's grave.
I'm sorry. Are you, this girl's family?
Oh no, it's just my boy has the same illness as the girl who's here.
That's okay. I look at the boy. He does seem thin. He otherwise doesn't appear to be in poor
The girl
health.
here agreed to submit to a great many examinations when she was young. Because of that, the doctors learned a great deal about her disease. And it's thanks to her sacrifice that my little boy is still alive today. He can even go to school.
She tells me more about her son, then explain that they came to visit the girl's grave to thank her. You see a robot, but like you don't. There's no question, huh? After they lay the bouquet on the ground, the boy and his mother stand silently for a moment. When they leave, I'm alone in front of the grave once more. She dreamed of being useful to the world, and she wishes to come true. I know I could have wanted to see the result of how she helped people, but in the end, she never could. Then I have.
I found something I can do. Hey, can I call you Mom?
Kind of weird. She died pretty young, though. I'll carry on your dream, my mother, and protect the world where all the lives you've saved in resides. Just as you wish for my happiness, or wish for the happiness of all humans, I will do what I can to protect them. I'll do it in the very best of my ability as a Shadow Operative. Alright, Labyrinth was pretty short.
Kishi, this is a spectacular feat. We've never had a second-year student receive the award for best paper at this school.
Thank you.
Oh, Fuka. Received the urgent summons in my lab at the college to fund my professor here, openly praising me.
Already getting recruitment calls from labs and corporations, but I recommend that you devote yourself to studying abroad.
Abroad, you say?
I just happen to be friends with a professor who's searching for an assistant. If you wish, I can write you a letter of recommendation at once.
I hesitated a bit on how to respond to my professor's cheerful words. Ever since I entered engineering apparently seems to have been awkward with my parents. Though they still look pained when the subject of my not entering medical school comes up. Perhaps they'll be impressed with me if I tell them I'm going to study abroad at a famous college overseas. And even if I were to leave Japan, if something were to happen to Matsuru-san and the others, I'll show no hesitation coming back here. Even if it wasn't the cases involving Shadow, for example, if I was told they didn't have anyone they trusted to perform Aegis and Labyrinth's maintenance, I still feel the same. I have no intention of actually joining the Shadow Operatives. I want to help as much as I can until the organization's foundation becomes more secure. I'm not afraid of moving away from them, but considering what Matsuru is trying to accomplish, there are a lot of things I can't help which I'm too far, and...
Miss Yamagishi.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to decline for now. If the time comes when I feel a need to study abroad, I'd like to ask for your assistance then.
Yes, that's what I thought. Then I'll contact them at once and... Wait, you decline?
Oh no! Classes are about to start. Please excuse me. Thank you for telling me about this.
Miss Yamagishi, wait! Hey!
I'm not staying here because I'm needed. I'm staying here because I choose to do so. That's more important than taking a course that someone else has prepared for me.
I can study wherever I want, after all.
I join the flow of students, moving class to class, and hurry to my next class. Focus is even shorter. Okay. This must be Ken. Yeah. Early summer weather in Gekugan schoolyard, refreshing after school, absorbing and chasing the ball like always.
Not gonna happen. Whoa!
When the players I'm guarding against goes flying, did you punch him? And the game stops. Crap, did I get a little too rough? I rush over to see how he's doing.
Sorry, are you okay? I'm fine. It wasn't a foul. That was a great tackle, Ken. You've been on fire lately.
Lucky he doesn't seem hurt. I relax, grab the hand and pull him up with a smile.
We do have a match coming up soon. Isn't our opponent supposed to be a strong team? Yeah, you're right. All right, let's all put some more effort into this. Once more, keep our spirits up. Yeah!
The time's almost set. It's about time to wrap up and practice. I look on the school ground, the other team finishing up a call. I can tell they're looking for someone standing in the corner of the schoolyard. Oh, Matsuru. Man, I didn't think she'd come win the battle off of the first. I need some water. I'll be right back.